Hi, how's everybody doing today? This is Sean. I'm here with another video, and I set up the cones. And why I got the cones set up this way? It's really, first of all, it's very windy today. We have a cold front coming through, so there's gusts of winds of 15 to 25 miles an hour, and they're blowing the cones all over the place. So I'm trying to set the cones up this way because years ago when I used to play tennis in competitive situations, I would practice this drill. And what I do is I make an alley with the cones, and I hit 2 balls down the line, and then the third ball I'd hit cross court and try to hit the cones, which you can see they moved out of the way because of the wind. Then I would do the same thing. I'd hit 2 cross court and then try to hit one of the cones down the line. And I'd make an alley way to hit the ball. You see there's about 6 inches in that way. I'm gonna try to do that today. But the problem I'm having is that one, I'm getting my knee better, and 2 is I'm trying to find a tennis racket that I can play with. So I bought the blade. I like this, the 98. It feels good. I was playing with the Wilson Profile 95s for 25 years before I stopped playing. I played from like 1985. I started playing tennis in about 84, 85 when I was a teenager, and then when the Wilson Profile came out, I started playing with that in about the 90, and I played with that racket till 98 until I had my hip replaced and stopped playing tennis. So and I've been playing tennis for about, I came back, so I've been playing tennis for about a year. So basically it started all over again. I started last year in October, and I've been playing for a little bit over a year. So I had to start all over again like a beginner and learn everything all over. And before I stopped playing, I was playing in the 4-0, 4-5 leagues, and me and my friend Brent won a few doubles titles around here, and I also won some single titles. But I also played a lot on clay, so that was another thing. I'm getting used to playing on the hard courts, which is the ball bounces completely different, and you know, it's just a different game. It's faster, but no excuses or nothing like that. I'm not one to make excuses, and I always thought this way. I used to read Nietzsche and things like that in high school, and philosophies. And Nietzsche said this one time, and this is something people can keep in mind, and this is true. When you think someone has ruined your life, somebody has ruined your life or done something bad to you, or you think that you've been wrong, that person is you. You're the one that does whatever you do to yourself. Yeah, there are bad people out in the world that do bad things, but when it comes to your life decisions, you make your decisions, and you are the responsible for who you become. Nobody else is responsible for that. And there's always going to be people in your life that have good intentions and they mean the best for you, but they're always going to say, oh, maybe you shouldn't do this, or maybe you shouldn't go to college for that, or maybe you should do this or whatever, and they're loved ones and they mean well. Don't let anybody ever tell you what you're capable of doing. You can do all things through Christ that strengthen you. God loves you unconditionally, and I love you too, and that's a fact. And I appreciate all the support I'm getting, you know, to help me through the times, because I do suffer, to be honest with you. I have manic depression. I've had manic depression almost all my life, but I don't take any medication for it anymore because it made me really sick. It made me gain weight. So I just use prayer and my diet and try to exercise. But you know, I know a lot of people that reach out to me and tell me they're going through stuff on my emails and stuff, and just know this: everybody's going through the same things that you're going through. It may be a little bit different in situations, but just because you're not being taken care of at the minute, your prayers aren't being answered that second, that doesn't mean that God doesn't love you and he's not listening. You have to, it makes you stronger. You know, you're a human being, and you're gonna go through tribulations in life, in tennis, and all these things and that go on in the world. That's the way it is. So that being said, just be strong, have confidence in yourself, and know that you are special, because every person's made differently, and you're one of a kind, and there ain't nobody like you. So just always know that, no matter what you think, whatever people think about you or say about you, it doesn't matter. You are the ones, you're responsible for yourself, and you're the one that can make a change in your own life, and that's a fact. It's 100% on that. I lost 50 pounds in a year by playing tennis, and also my knees jacked. So You know, I've been through some stuff, and I'm not gonna let anything deter me or tell me what I'm able to do or any of that stuff. So let's get to this. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try to hit with this bobblette. It's a 110. It's very light. I was hitting with this. This is 98 square inches. So I'm gonna see how much, you know, accuracy and control I have with this racket. I do play really good doubles with this. I can volley really well with it. So we'll see what I can do with this thing. We'll have some fun. gotten older. Woo. When I was younger, I would take this ball machine and I'd go to Four Orange Bridge where it's 100 feet off the ground and I'd throw this fucker right in the river. But age has made me to where I'm a patient man, and I know that I'm dealing with fucking morons that make these things. They're low IQ individuals that can't even make a fucking ball machine that shoots the ball out. And it's only got one job. Its only job is to shoot the ball out of a little hole. I can hit the damn thing. Let's go, baby. Round 3. Woo! I like the way this racket feels, but I like to see it a little thinner, maybe. I'll probably go with 105. 105 would be a little better. Oh boy, that's rude. Ben does from any key. You see how he hits the ball, slices it. See how much slices on the ball? It's hard to play against someone like that, but he does. That's how you have to hit a hard ball to that guy. He's just gonna slice the ball like that. Backhand too, I'll do that drill, 2 down the line, cross court, but I try to use a lot of angle, try to use a lot of angle on the backhand. Double hit that one. Tape like that, see? But if I hit it clean, if you get the cones, like I almost got there. But I've been working on bringing my racket up like they're teaching. It's modern. And hitting with the shape, try to shape the ball. But when I go down the line on some of my shots, I still got that old school flat shot, which I'm working on trying to get better at shaping the ball more. But look at what I'm doing. I got tennis balls that get stuck in the machine. I'm trying to find a tennis racket to play with, and I'm still training. And I'm still trying to get it to a level where I can compete against Trey and have fun doing that. But, you know, injuries and stuff like that, I don't make excuses for stuff. I mean, I play anytime it's getting there too, but this is just insane. This tennis ball machine. You know, you get about maybe 5 or 7 shots in, some quality shots, and then it freezes. There's still about 20 balls in there. I had about 100. Maybe around close to 100. So I only missed 2 shots. I mean, I missed some wide and stuff, but I've only hit a few inches in that, which I'm happy about. So I'm trying to do a new style. I still got the Eastern grip, because I'm a little bit semi-rusty, but it's mostly Eastern grip. You see the ball shape? Can you wrap it up like that? Oh, that was a high bounce. And I practice lob. Still a really big practice. When you're playing against the wind, you practice hitting the lob. Really good. Set the point back up. And then get off the first drop shot, then watch this off. Watch it. Watch out. Ooh. You just could have dived. Watch, just dive right over the net. Right there. That's into the wind too. And if you open your racket like this more, although that's going to miss it, if you open your racket up more, or you can train it sometimes too, but I'll see if I can get one. Hang on. If you open your racket up more like this, it's going to just drop right over. Almost got it. Damn, that really close hard to hit. Woo! Sorry about that. Alright. Turn my hips into that. That's a flat shot that didn't have much topspin on it. I just kind of like blocking that one. And that's because I dropped my racket down like old school way and just got straight back. So when you bring your racket up high, you'll see the new modern guys doing that. And more of a modern stroke, you bring it up high, you're automatically going to hit with topspin. You know, so you're bringing your racket up high like that. But I used to just bring it straight back. And you can see the difference. You really can shape the ball a lot better, and you won't hit the white part of the tape. But I also, you know, I grew up hitting a flat ball most of my life because I played on the clay, and I learned how to hit with you know, getting the ball in the rise. So my timing and everything, you got to develop by just coming out here and hitting. You know, you can't be hard on yourself. You're trying to learn new stuff, and it's fun, you know, and you could do this like I'm doing. Just get a better ball machine. That thing sticks a lot, like I say. It should never do this, folks. When you buy a brand new tennis ball machine, that thing should shoot every ball out. You shouldn't have to stop what you're doing, but you have to be patient too, you know, like it's equipment, things happen. And like I say, I like this Bobblette 110. This is a Pure Drive 110. I just would have it a little thinner, you know, and that's about it. It's got a nice, decent balance to it. The only difference too is when I play with the profiles, they're hand heavy. The weight's in the handle, and so is the blade, and I like that better than having the racket, you know, the weight in the head of the racket. But you know, the modern stroke, this is how I used to just hit it. I used to just bring it back like this and hit through it like that. And you can see with the Eastern grip that it's going to give it just a little topspin, you know. But with the modern grip, they bring it up higher with their elbow out, and then they hit through it. You're gonna have more top spin. But we did all right considering how windy it is. But that's the drill I do. I'll put the cones there, 2 down the line, 1 cross court, 2 cross court, 1 down the line. And then, you know, when I was growing up, I used to try to play like Agassi, and I noticed one of his styles, besides him hitting the ball so hard, is he would just literally wear his opponent out. He'd have him running from one side to the other, and then at one point, these people are exhausted from running around by doing what I'm saying. And especially on the backhand side, a lot of people don't realize that, but they'll try to hit back down the line, and you're in a vulnerable position when you're in your backhand side. So if somebody's trying to do that to you, if you pick up on it, you hit back down the line to them, is just gonna make them hit the ball cross court because you're still out of position. And I seen another thing, a couple guys I was watching play, they run around their backhand, and then when they don't hit the ball correctly to put the ball away, or hit enough angle, because they're going to hit the ball back to the person's backhand with their forehand. If you don't hit enough angle, that person, now you're completely off the court all the way over there. And you know, this much in tennis is a lot. So all they got to do is put that ball cross court, and now you're running and you're in defense. Now you have to run to get to that ball, and even if it's to your forehand, you're still going to be in a defensive position, unless you're just a phenomenal player that can create shots and hit, you know, big shots and hit cross court, you know, and put the ball like I'm trying to do. You know, I'm trying to hit with accuracy and short, with angles, with a little power, you know, flat. And it's hard. You're gonna miss. The highest part of the net is over there. So when you're missing the flat shot, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna hit that white part of the tape, or you may just miss the lines by a few inches. So those couple things will happen. So that's why I'm trying to work on, you know, bringing my racket up higher and using more of a modern swing. And then when I get an opportunity to hit that, you know, that flatter shot, I'll go for that. But, you know, I'm relearning tennis again, folks. I'm not 22, 23-year-old person that played tournaments every weekend and was doing good back in the day, you know. I'm 52 and I'll be 53 this year, I'm sorry, December 22nd. So literally a month from now, I'll be 53 years old with 2 replaced hips, a plate in my shoulder, and back issues. But, you know, I'm moving around good enough for what I can say I can play, you know, and I've been playing a little singles and doing pretty good against players that are 4-0 players. I've beat a few of them and they've beat me, but I haven't got like blown off the court by anybody. I've made a lot of errors in the game, you know, like, you know, set. One time I was down 4-love, but then I came back and lost 7-5. But I just was making a lot of errors because I was missing those blinds like that. But then when I started using more topspin and then using a lob and adjusting my style and just put more lobs up in the air, and you know, because this person was trying to come into the net a lot, and I was hitting crazy shots. But you know, it doesn't matter if it's on game point. And if you don't hit the ball on returns, see, returns to me are just as important as getting your first and second serves in, because you can't give free points away by hitting a ball either out, you know, like hitting it long or hitting it into the net. If you hit a ball, you know, if you get it when you're doing your returns, if you get the ball at least over the net, you have an opportunity for them to hit an out ball. You know, they may be coming into the net and the ball might be high and it might be going out and they might hit it. But you have no chance of winning a point if you hit the ball into the net. So those are things you have to work on. So we're going to round these balls up and we'll have another shot at it and we'll see what we can do. I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks a lot and have a good day, and we'll see you soon. And by the way, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving and a safe one. And I do appreciate all the support. Thank you.